It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful souls. It's all fun and games today. Thank you so much for keeping it locked right here on your feel-good breakfast show. Now, she started out as a radio presenter, managed to bag 3 concurrent television lead roles. And now, a decade into the comedy industry, she is fresh off her sold-out solo stand-up comedy show at the Goliath Comedy Club and has a SEFTA Award nomination and Comics Choice Award under her belt. She can even play the piano. She's proven it to us.
And she can twerk.
She can.
Oh.
I saw it.
Did you?
Really?
With my
Listen,
own really?
I can't play piano that well. I'm busy teaching myself.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
that good.
you're the business, Nina.
But Nina, you know, as a Joburg-based comedian,
Yeah.
what expectations do you have of the Cape Town audience and this show?
Are they
in particular?
different?
Are you expecting that
Are they
they
better?
can't be
Are they
different?
worse?
Fam. It is challenging.
Oh yeah?
Little bit challenging.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. People consume media differently. You know,
Yeah.
some people read certain things. Also, the cosmopolitan society of Johannesburg is much more integrated, whereas I find Cape Town has very
Everyone says
pocketed...
clicky.
Yeah, it has very pocketed societal... you know, there's like the hippies that crochet and the da-da-da-da-da, and everybody sort of, you know, does their own thing, and I really appreciate that, and it's cool, but I'm having to learn to communicate with people that don't all watch the same things, read the same books, have the same conversations. So I'm also teaching people while I'm on stage.
Yeah, I love that.
Just looking at your poster and the pictures that you're showing us now, can you talk us through your phase of your career as an estate agent?
You know,
I completely
I must just tell you something, you know, we get really creative in Pretoria. You know, after we went through the aquamarine phase and we all went into terracotta, we were very into, like, you know, Monte Cassino.
Yeah, and what sort of property did you sell?
Houses.
Pianos.
Yeah.
I love
It was
it.
after I dyed my hair.
So there we've shown a very
Yes!
so that's beautiful, and you're all about them girls.
Yes.
There is something really cool about, I want to say, the groundswell of female comedians at the moment. There is like a sense of self-belief just in comedy in general. In South Africa, on the continent, it's really cool, and it's good that women are getting their piece of that. Are you?
Absolutely. You know, it has grown a lot. I mean, that picture there is the Thunderbirds. Actually, there's a new Thunderbird in town. Lihle Msimang has joined the Thunderbirds as well. You guys will meet them all.
Does she sit on?
She sits right on top, and then her legs come out the other side of the thing. So that's quite cool. You know, if you have just, say, for example, there's 9 men in the room and 1 woman, it will be it's almost difficult for that woman to have her own voice in the space. She'll more than likely assimilate into the culture of the 9 people, whatever it is, you know, if it's whatever difference there is.
Ain't that just like life?
Exactly. So, you know, us as female comedians speak about our lived experience. It's nice to be on stage or to be watching a comedian who talks about my lived experience instead of having a man explain what my experience is.
Sure.
As I'm sure it is with varieties of race groups, you know. I can't explain the lived experience of a person of colour, just like you can't explain the lived experience of
an estate agent
from Pretoria. You know?
But Nina, you know, you do such an incredible job. When you step on that stage, you completely own it, and you seem so confident from start to finish, and I just don't know how you do it. Have you ever been in a situation where, confident as you are, you just bomb out, or you find that
night at the Cape Town Comedy Club,
what happened?
Bombed. I was making jokes, and then I said Maps Maponyane, and the audience didn't know who he was.
Really?
And I was like,
what?
And they were like,
on what planet?
And what planet? Cape Town. The planet Cape Town.
I'm understanding your
so the thing is, some of the references that I use that talk to modern youth, urban culture, people. If I'm telling a joke and you don't know who Maps Maponyane is, I have to stop my joke. I have to explain who he is. Otherwise, the rest of it isn't going to work. It's very difficult when people don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, we get a little taste of it in pockets, and just being on stage, so for instance, emceeing something. So much of that is an organic energy kind of flow, but you've also got your material, and you've got to feel that out. And I love the fact that you guys are formulaic. I think to master the craft, I see being a stand-up comedian is sitting at the top of the artist's kind of pyramid, because it is such a craft. to master. How do you feel? You've spoken quite openly about having anxiety and kind of mental, kind of a focus
health issues,
on your own mental health journey. But now you've put yourself in a position that is so exposed and so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
What goes through your mind before you go on stage? Are you like Slim Shady? Do you have a little moment?
I do.
Meditate.
But it takes the whole day. You know, like whenever there's a show. Look, failure to prepare is preparing to fail. You have to know what you're talking about. And often I find, you know, like if I don't prepare my mind, if I don't prepare my gags, if I don't prepare where the thought is going to go, I'm playing myself. And I'm doing the audience an injustice. I'm there to entertain them. So the second I take the responsibility off them liking me and the responsibility is for me to entertain them, then it doesn't become about how I feel anymore. It becomes about how you need to feel. So then it changes the dynamic and the pressure is on that.
To get to that place of mastery and ability to do that is just such an incredible thing. Well, Nina Hastie is still here, right? Are you still here? Are you going to play the piano for us at some point?
You know what, guys, I'm not very good. You know, it's like,
we'll say now.
Look on our social media platforms.
Yeah, you'll see.
And have a check on Instagram on Expresso Show.
Her show is tonight, so do buy those tickets.